from Rebecca's Beautiful ASMR Addiction. How are you? How are you? Today we're making some pumpkin toffee cream cheese muffins. Doesn't that sound so good? Oh my gosh. I got it from the recipe of the magazine I did a page turning the other day. It's right on the front. Okay, so we need to get some non-stick cooking spray and some flour, baking soda. I can get some of that from my Hoosier. Yeah, I could have done something more special, but I actually thought and felt like those muffins appealed to me the very most of all the recipes in that magazine. So, wait, I need some salt. Come back for the sugar. Okay, I'm going to set this all right here. Some ingredients are already on the table. Okay, I need this jar of sugar, salt. Alright, what else does it say I need? Got the sugar, baking powder. Oh yeah, some pumpkin spice. That's already on the table here. And some pumpkin puree. Right here. And some butter and cream. Well, Heath, that's all I could get. They said almond toffee bits, but I'm just like, I don't know what that is. Yeah, cream cheese and butter. And I already got the vanilla. Okay, here's the cream cheese and the butter. Let's preheat the oven. 350 it says, that's the standard. Got it. Hey, like my monkeys. Okay, here's the oil and the pecans. I'm gonna need that too, but I'm not gonna use any of this yet. Let's take this over. Just wanna line the pan with my cupcake baking cups. These are, you know, I've discovered after when I made my cupcakes last time in the Halloween season. Remember the candy corn cupcakes? Boy, I know what I would do better next time. But anyway, I discovered that it really doesn't even matter what color your cupcake holders are, because by the time they get baked, you do not even see what they look like. They get baked in, so to speak. It's like, I don't know. But I still thought I would choose an orangey color to entertain us. We'll see how it looks kind of after it bakes as another experiment. Unless maybe I used 2 cups at a time, maybe. But, and it's so new to me. I've never heard of spraying cupcake cups with Pam. I've never heard of that before. Done. Missed one. Uh-oh. I shall get it. Never fear. Okay. Now, you should know that there are a lot of things that I do off camera. Like washing my hands, rinsing out a dish. Alright, so those are the ingredients. Get back down to the directions here, girl. And it says, just get the flour together. And the sugar and baking powder all go together. Usually sugar is mixed with butter. I don't care. I trust the recipe. So it says 1.5 cups. Alright, let's start with the cup. And no, this is not the same exact bag of flour that I've had forever. I just like my fish mouth flour bag so much that I refilled it with more flour. For convenience, I'm not wielding this big giant bag of flour. So, yeah, there you go. One of these days I'll replace it. I do have a new bag of flour in the cupboard. Let's see here. So, yeah, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, which means I am going to use a 1/4 cup measuring cup because I don't have a 3/4 cup measuring cup. And I'll do it 3 times. That would be 3/4, you guys. I better put less sugar in this one because that other one was heaping. Yeah, there we go. Although I don't think more sugar would hurt that much. Hope y'all are looking forward to Thanksgiving. I know I am. Okay, baking powder. Let's see. They say a teaspoon. Okay. Baking powder. just really, really loving and enjoying my festive looking house right now. I enjoy it on an everyday level anyway, but having it all decked out is all the more exciting. And my husband loves it too. So we want a teaspoon also of baking soda. Baking soda, if you never heard of it, is so perfect to alleviate heartburn if you're having a bad case. Just in case you didn't know, Tums are a waste of money. Unless you don't have a bad case. Alright, here we go. We're gonna take a medium bowl. Well, we need some pumpkin spice and salt too. There we go. As I say, some things are off camera, and I do apologize for leaving some stuff out, but some things happen, you know, like during recording, here comes the cat through the cat door, plow, or something like that, you know, it's aggravating. Medium bowl, combined egg, and half a cup of melted butter. Alright, let's set this aside. Also, hand washing basically is so messy and difficult to record, so I do not take you with me over to the sink. Every now and then I'll include it in a video, but it's not comfortable. Today I'm not wearing my nails because it's not convenient for the moment. And overall, if I am baking, it's actually easier as well because so much food and stuff gets stuck under my nails, and then it requires so much washing of them, and the more you wash your acrylic nails, your hands, while you have them anyway, it starts to loosen them and compromise the quality. So if you're wearing glued on acrylic nails, you should avoid washing your hands very often, or I should say scrubbing them with a brush or that kind of thing. Okay, 1 egg. Now we need butter. I need to get the butter and the cream. No, not the cream cheese, the butter and vanilla. Yes. Some people like the sound of unwrapping butter so much that they asked for a whole video of just unwrapping butter. And I'm thinking about it, you guys. Would you watch it? And then there was a question of, okay, what do I do with it after I've unwrapped all these butters? You know, I'd have to unwrap like 8 of them at the most and then put it on repeat. I don't know. I could do that if you're interested. Okay, there is a 1/4 cup of butter. They just love my monkeys. Hear, see, speak no evil. even though they got shoved over. I guess my husband did that. Let me move this one. There we go, that's more centered. Okay. Let's get this butter over to... I didn't make the sizzling butter this time because I didn't want it to brown. You guys, I'm going to finally do it right. You just want your butter melted, not caramelized. I'm such a dweeb sometimes. Okay, so a teaspoon of vanilla. Did they say teaspoon or tablespoon? I'm putting in a teaspoon. Yeah. My mind gets so busy when I'm making a video. Not so much just because I'm baking, but a video. I'll forget things. I do. It just gets so distracted. It's like I can set the recipe down for just 1 second and forget what I just read. And yeah, I am just using this old-fashioned hand mixer for fun and nostalgia. I might otherwise just take my little wire whisk and do this with it. But I enjoy a handheld beater. They're so fun. This one's not as old as the antique one that I've got on my Hoosier. But I decided to quit using that one because it's breaking. Or something. Alright, now I need some Heath Crunch Bits. That's what I need. Toffee bits. And that comes after. I gotta mix all this together. But I'm gonna forget how much they say, and I'll need to look at the recipe again. I'm not doing it just for the crinkles, you guys. Alright. In another bowl. Oh. Let's see. Let's get back. Told you. Whatever they say to put in for toffee bits, you can know for sure that I will put more than they say. Because in the case of toffee bits, more is always better. This was much easier to mix with a spatula. Could have used my little blender thingy, but handheld blender thingy. Okay, here we go with the heat bits. You can tell I was looking forward to that part. You guys, everything is just smelling so good around here. Between the batter, pumpkin spice, and my candles, I'm living in a little dream world here. Okay, so we're gonna go up and over the top. See, that's me. All right. See, you could probably even put more than that. I only went a little bit over the top, but I say we should all go over the top where toffee bits are concerned. What is wrong with me? Oh gosh, I feel a little bit cheerful today. Alright, now. Put the batter into, no, goodbye started. I need the muffin pans. The muffin pans and fill them up is my next chore. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Make room for Mama. Okay, we're gonna set it right over here. You know what? The bowl is in my way. I was blocking the light. Couldn't see very well what I was doing. It says to fill each cup 3/4 of the way. And I think if they tell you to do that and they say it makes 12, then we shouldn't have more batter than what fills 12 cups 3/4 of the way, right? So I'm just going to use all the batter and trust that their directions are correct. If only there was a way to make sure that each spoonful was going to be 3/4 of each cup. But no, I'm gonna have to put more in one and less in the other and borrow and meticularize. See, there's a couple in here that have less than the others. Don't want to waste any batter. I'm going to smooth them out a little bit. See, they should be kind of settled down a little in here. That's better. I got them when you weren't looking. Okay. Now, I washed the little bowl so that I can make the cream cheese filling. This is fun, you guys. I've never done this before that I'm about to do. And I'll show you in a second. Okay, got to get some cream cheese first, and it says to get up. 2 tablespoons of sugar. Well, first we gotta get the package of cream cheese. It says half of an 8 ounce. Half of an 8 ounce. Whatever. I must have read that wrong. And the question is, will she follow the directions and do it the way they say? Or will she dump the whole package in there and use it all? That is the question. And she dumps the whole package in, you guys. Oh man, I am such a baking goof and rebel. More is better, I tell you, I tell you. Now they say to add some sugar, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a teaspoon of flour. Okay, I'm going to put it in. And then get 2. I could have used more sugar since I used more cream cheese, but we are just gonna do what we do. And whatever they say for vanilla, always use more. I always use more. Teaspoon. Oh my goodness. See, it only took me 1 second to forget. Alright, I'm going to obey, but I'm going to go over it. Watch. Right over the top. Barely. But you know, because I used more cream cheese, I could probably use more vanilla as well. But this will ensure that it doesn't get too sweet. And I used a tiny bit more flour because I have more cream cheese. It'll be alright. You watch. Okay, so take and then just mix it. And then put the mixture into a pastry bag with a round tip. This is going to be so fun, you guys. Oh my gosh. Alright, I had to clean this so I could use it again. Okay. I mean, this beater works great. And part of the reason I use this too is an electric beater is going to be too noisy for us all. And as it is, I have to turn the volume down on this during editing because even this is kind of loud, you know. You know, a lot of people don't like metal sounds. I do. Metal sounds are ASMR for me too. My husband and I watch a lot of videos on YouTube of Indian people doing work in India. And it's ASMR for me, man. Even when they're slamming down big sheets of metal. See, a tablespoon of cream cheese. Okay, so I just gotta put the batter in my little pastry bag. Wilcoxon's is the name of this pastry bag company. I've bought them before. Wilcoxon's and Watkins vanilla. Got a lot of ins. And the things that they make, you put things in. That is so dorky and silly. Okay, I'll quit. Alrighty, so this, I am not going to be gracious with this, I can tell you. There must be a better way, and I'm sure that one of you will tell me what is the better way to fill your pastry bag. Gee whiz, what a mess. I've got to get every last bit of this. Brother. There's got to be a better way. Well, next time I won't use a spatula, that's for sure. Get all this stuff pushed down. Alright, well, I made extra cream cheese, so we're not gonna run out. Get this down. Alright, this is the fun part, right? Just they say to just put it right down in, pushed it to the middle or to the bottom, and you basically just fill it. Watch them puff up. Watch them. Isn't that cool? Bloop. Bloop. They get fat. It's like bloop. That's what these muffins are gonna do to me. They're gonna make me fat. Bloop. Put a little extra dab in there. Bloop. 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 And bloop. Now I think I can put more in a couple of these. So I've got more than I planned. Cream cheese is the best. Alright then, we have got to make some kind of crumble to put on top. Let's go with another clean bowl and spatula. Yeah. There we go. Let's try this up a little bit. This is the fun part too. They've got the streusel topping requires some flour and pecans and sugar. So let's see. Need a couple tablespoons of say I always put a little bit more. Okay. Clanky little things these are. Some people like the sound, but boy, when I pick them up just at first, it's like bam, boom, bang. These things are so loud. Okay, so flowers. And another tablespoon of flour. Oh, now some toffee bits and sugar. You know, I'm surprised I didn't put like a brown sugar in this. That's okay. But I think if I do this again sometime, I'm gonna put in some brown sugar. Okay, and some melted butter. Toffee bit. Coffee bit. Let's get some. Okay, now I need some, and of course you guys, I didn't show you, but I put more toffee than they said. We need to melt a little bit more butter here, 2 tablespoons, or a tablespoon I mean. Alrighty. What a beautiful day. And I was talking to my sister the other day. She went back to Montana, and after she visited me, that's where she's living. Anyway, she says, oh my gosh, Becky, it's like 30-something degrees out here. It's so cold. I don't want to do anything outside. I'm like, well, it's 65 here and sunny. No, it's 61 or so. She was just like, okay, I'm coming back. My sister's moving here. Very excited about that. It's so lovely to me, you know, 50 and 60 degree weather during the daytime is so wonderful. And, you know, it gets into the higher 30s at night sometimes, and that's quite alright. For it to get cold at night. Yeah, we'll have enough 40 degree weather and 30 degree weather in the wintertime. I feel like we have the perfect seasons here in Susanville. Okay, now we have to take all of this and sprinkle the streusel over the batter and then bake for 25 to 28 minutes. I've been, the oven's been on for quite a while now, so I'm not really quick at all this when I'm filming. But that oven will be nice and hot and ready for us to fill the spot. Oh my gosh, I'm so geeky today, man. What's going on? I feel pretty good. I'm just very relieved. My husband was having some real serious health issues, and they have all been worked out. And that makes me happy that he's well. And you know, I don't go announcing on my channel every little difficult thing that happens to us. There's a few of you out there that knows. But anyway, he's better. He's better. Oh my gosh. makes me happy. Let's get these things in the oven. I know I read 25 to 28 minutes, so that's what we're going to do. Are they beautiful? Even before they're cooked, they look gorgeous. Okay, let's get the timer. Alright, let's clean up a little bit while we're waiting. I can put some things away in the cupboard. We've rearranged our kitchen again. I've brought my dining room table into the kitchen, and I think we're going to leave it here. You know, I don't want to keep moving it back and forth every time I have a really big project in the kitchen. So we're going to start eating out here, I think, too. Put this back in here. I only keep a few of my baking items in this cupboard. Just the ones that are basic. Well, let's bring these over to the counter and stash them over here until things are done. It's done, guys. Magic. Alright. Let's take a look. Ooh, fogging up my glasses. Can't see anything. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. So beautiful. Wow, that looks so good. Alright, some of the streusel fell off. Hang these back up in their beautiful place for all to enjoy. Pretty, pretty. Time to taste one, you guys. And I think that the cupcake holders do not even show their color. I mean, you put Pam on it and the pattern just like disappears. Okay. Pour myself a little bit of milk. I added ice to the cup. Show you. Ice cold milk is so good with desserts, sometimes better than coffee. Look at this, you guys. Oh my word. This is so beautiful. Here's the acid test. Pretty hot, so I think I might have to blow on this a little bit before I taste it. I won't eat in the microphone, okay? Oh, it was so good, you guys.